Hello and welcome to the Simplicity Lifestyle channel. My name is Psyche and today I am going to react on a band called Blackpink. Now I've been asked to do this because I'm one of the mature ends of the reactors and nobody's really done it. And I was approached to have a look at this said video. So without much further ado, let's get straight into the Psyche titles and let's get watching Blackpink's Pink Venom. Never seen them in action. I've heard of them obviously because I'm in media, but I've never actually seen any of their work or heard any of their work, so I'm actually absolutely excited about this. So let's get into the Psyche titles and let's get watching Blackpink.
Since you couldn't get $1 out of me. On bodies like just a slow dance. 자 오늘 밤이야 난 속을 품은 꽃네 혼을 뺏은 now Look what you made us do 천천히 널 잠재울 fire 잔인할 만큼 아름다워 I bring the pain like This that pink venom, this that pink venom, this that pink venom. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em straight to your don't like. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Straight to your don't like. Taste that pink venom, taste that pink venom, taste that pink venom. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em straight to your don't like. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Straight to your don't like. 원한다면 provoke us. 감당 못해 and you know this. 이미 빠져버린 shot that potion. 네 눈앞은 핑크빛 ocean. Come and give me all the smoke. don't need me more like I'm so rock and roll. Come and give me all the flow. that's yourself, but just stop, drop. I bring the pain like ra-ta-ta-ta, 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 ra-ta-ta-ta. Straight to your, straight to your, straight to your don't like. Ra-ta-ta-ta, 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 ra-ta-ta-ta. I bring the pain like.
Okay. Wow, that was absolutely fantastic. I have to be honest and say very, very good. I'm going to play it again, and this time I'm just going to stop it at convenient breaks because I wanted to watch the whole thing to absorb as much as I could and sort of assimilate it with things that happened in the past and hopefully can marry them up together. So let's go back and watch it again from the beginning, but just initially it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, first we see, I think the band member's called Jisoo. Absolutely beautiful young lady. She's playing Giamongo, I think that's the way you say it, or Giamongo instrument, which is a Korean instrument, and it absolutely fabulous to introduce that. And I love the way that, to me, it was kind of almost as if she was within the instrument, with, you know, that sort of string like structure around her with all those bars that could be assimilated to strings. You know, you can obviously put it to whichever way you wanted, but to me it was almost as if she was within this Giamongo instrument. Even though she was playing it, she was kind of surrounded by it. And I like the fact that all those people in those black cloaks were sitting there as well. It set the mood very dark and very mysterious, so you knew it was something very beautiful, but something also very forbidden. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the opening of that, it would appear that's one of the rappers, and I'm not sure, but I think that particular young lady is called Jenny, and she came out singing a Biggie Small number. That was one of his famous lines from one of his songs, so that was really good. And the 4x4 pop up, well, I think that speaks for itself. Let's move on. By one and two by two, 내 손끝 툭 하나에 다 무너지는 중 가짜 쇼 지금 화려해 makes no sense, you couldn't get a dollar out of me. Okay, now I think that's Lisa, and she's the other rapper in the group. I think there's 2 rappers and 2 singers, and there she came out of the gate with a very lovely homage to Rihanna from the replay. And she sounded very much like her as well, but very, very good vocals thus far. I think the way it started, it's really caught my imagination. So yeah, let's move on. That, I believe, is Rosé. And again, what I like about what I've just seen and the little that I know about the group is they're a bit like the Spice Girls, who I've actually worked with. And what I like is the fact that they've all got their own identity. And I think that really helps with, you know, promoting a band and getting a heavy influence from the audience, because, you know, the audience is made up of so many different types of people and cultures and so on and so forth. And I think by each member having their own persona, you know, you're reaching a wider audience rather than everybody looking and acting exactly the same. So that's really good. And, you know, Rosé is lovely there, and I love the way that she had this heart, this black heart. It's like, ooh. So that's keeping in the theme of pink Venom. Yeah, Blackpink, pink Venom. Ooh, my goodness, but she looked absolutely gorgeous. So let's move on. Okay, and that's Jisoo, I think, the woman who was at the beginning playing the Giamongo, which is the instrument. Very, very good. Again, to me, she's that structure, as I would look at it, because we're all looking at it different ways, is kind of like a cage, but within the string element of the instrument. And again, it's almost like cave-like and very mysterious, you know, and very sexy and alluring. Very, very good, I have to say, and absolutely seriously beautiful. I think they all are just gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. And the budget, from what I can see so far, that budget must have gone through the roof. They must be at least on 10 million by now. And we're about maybe, what, you know, not even a minute in 55 seconds. So there you go. Okay, let's move on. Like this, that pink Venom, this, that pink Venom, this, that pink Venom. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. Straight till you don't like. I am really shocked because when it went into that chorus, I was not expecting that. I was expecting something a little bit more poppy. So to me, that came down rather than going up. And it was absolutely, to me, on the money. The beat was really, really good. And can you imagine that? Really, the bass line, really loud, boom, boom, boom. That really good beat. I thought the girls look amazing. The styling is second to none. And I was thinking, I'm going to run out and buy those big old oversized pants with those lovely boots. I think, was it Lita at the front there? I'm not sure. But, oh, they were styled perfectly, and the choreography, perfection. I mean, thus far, it really, really is good. But what is interesting is the elements from the first thing, I think it was Jenny, and then it was Lisa, and then it was Rosé, and then Jisoo, and then these. Every element of the song seems to be different, and that, if you want to make it in the industry, and people these days, they've got the brain span of a goldfish. So after about 10-15 seconds, they're on to something else, which actually is not a good thing. You know, you need to use your brain and be locked in more. But since we're hurtling that way, you have to come up with things that are very, very interesting. And I think this is why this has captured so many people's imagination, because there's so many elements to it, and it's refreshing, and it just changes, and it's just like, wow. And you just keep watching it, and I think that is the hook with all of it for me, because it's like, wow, wow, wow. And I mean, I've seen lots of acts, I've picked lots of acts, I've picked people for best actor, best actress and stuff at the cinema. We're talking big. So to me, I've seen so much talent before me, and to see something like this, I have to say, absolutely refreshing. Let's move on.
Blackpink and aim, got bodies like Rambo. Rest in peace, please light up a candle. This the life of a vandal, messed up, and I'm still in saline. Deciding crime, so it wouldn't be me. Diamond shining, driving silence, I don't mind it. I'm riding, flying private side by side with a pilot. Up in the sky and I'm wildin', styling on him, and there's no chance, cause we got bodies on bodies like just a slow dance.
Ooh, body to body and a slow dance. I mean, their bars are really good. And one of the bars I failed to mention earlier on is when Lisa was saying her bit, she was talking about the cents and then and dropped the dollar, and it was like, my goodness, a lot of people would have missed the cents and then the dollar. If you got no cents, how can I give you a dollar? You know, very, very good. So a few of the bars in there are absolutely excellent and very well written. But yes, just this bit, the rapping bit was absolutely phenomenal. And it was quite an amazing feat. And it was like, wow, this is so, so different. Because I've got no prejudices. I like all types of music. If it's good and it licks my soul, then that is good to me. And it's so nice to see how, you know, the genre of music has evolved, and so many people are on board from all different cultures and all different races. It really is formidable, and it's exciting, and it's wonderful. And I think Lisa and Jenny really bounced off each other so well there. To me, that was perfection. It really was good. The styling was out of this world. I don't think I could get my even one of my legs into both legs of her jeans or anything like that. But again, the styling was very good. I like the reference to Celine. I assume that she's got a sponsorship deal with them because it was heavily influenced in that scene. But they both looked really, really good. And as I said, you know, the rapping was absolutely on point. And I think a lot of rappers would actually agree with that. So let's move on. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Again, I think that was Jisoo. I mean, that woman is so beautiful. I keep saying it, they're all beautiful, because every beauty comes in different ways, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I have to say, the way this has been shot, the makeup, everything is so perfect. It really is beyond beautiful, and that shot of her there sitting there was just wonderful. So there you had Rose. I love the fact that they, you know, she had the guitar and everything. She's obviously the rock chick in the band. And, you know, I said that before, the fact you've got 2 rappers and 2 singers, just really well done. And I love the way that they interject with all of them. This just works. You know, I'm really going to be interested in seeing some of their other work now, because I'm quite surprised, and pleasantly surprised. So yeah, let's go on.
Like this, that pink venom, this, that pink venom, this, that pink venom. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. Straight to your dump like whoa, whoa, whoa. Straight to your dump like Taste that pink venom, taste that pink venom, taste that pink venom. Get 'em, get 'em, get 'em. Straight to your dump like whoa, whoa, whoa. Straight to your dump like
You know, again, the styling's been changed up. They've got different looks. They're all individual. Again, a really fantastic performance. There's just no other way to say it. It really is tight, as they would say.
원한다면 provoke us. 감당 못해, you know this. 이미 빠져버린 shot that potion. 네 눈앞은 핑크빛 ocean. Come and give me all the smoke. 돈 니면 more like I'm so rock and roll. Come and give me all the flow. 다 줄 새 없어. Just stop, drop. I bring the pain like ra-ta-ta-ta, 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 ra-ta-ta-ta. Straight to your dump like ra-ta-ta-ta, 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 ra-ta-ta-ta. I bring the pain like.
Well, I mean, they've ended it perfectly. You know, again, I'm not sure who's who, but the one with the very long black hair, I'm not sure if that's Jisoo in it, very long hair. To me, as soon as I saw that, it took me back to Aaliyah. You know, she's got that Aaliyah look in there. In the water, that reminded me of Cardi B when she sang WAP. You know, and they were all in the water and everything. So there's so many references to artists in the hip hop and rap world. It really is wonderful. And I think they're just saying, we really do champion you. And they're paying homage to all those people. And I mean, what greater accolade can you be given when someone sort of, you know, shows you that, oh my goodness, this is what you've meant to me, and I'm just showing you, you know, and saying thank you. It's, to me, I just look at it and think, this is really good. So, you know, there's, as I've said, there's so many different elements to this, and it really has been executed to the highest order. I think money bought them serious stuff there, but it has to be coupled with people who are serious at their talent. You know, the cameramen, the lighting men, the graphics people, the stylists. You know, it's not just the girls who front it, it's the people behind them as well. You know, they work really hard, and this is a collaborative production. So let's not forget everyone who was involved in this, because to me, that is amazing. And I'm looking at it now, and at the moment it's only been out since the 19th of August, and today is the 22nd. That's 4 days. It's had 147,727,666 views. Now, whether you like them or hate them, that is Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Every time somebody views that, that is money. Cha-ching. And the fact that over 147 million people have seen it is phenomenal. So I guess we can say it's a hit, and it's gonna be #1 everywhere. And I would go as far as saying they are probably the #1 girl group in the world right now. And if they weren't, they will be after that. So there you have it. That's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for watching, and I really did enjoy it. And it's really nice to sort of see it from a different perspective, because in life we are all different. So yes, you've got the younger people looking at it, and you've got the mature people looking at it. Wee, that's me, but I'm still funky. So yeah, that's brilliant. So thank you for watching. Take care of you, and remember, you are very, very special. You are the gift. Take care. Lots of love. Bye. Bye-bye.